If you blink for 5 seconds, you will miss what is happening in Africa today. Because while the world is busy repeating the same old stories about poverty, corruption, and instability, something else is happening. Something bigger, something quieter. A transformation, a rewriting of the African history. And it's unfolding in places most people don't even bother to Google. So before we go deeper, please do me a quick one. Tap that like button so stories like this can travel. Now let's talk about Rwanda, Kenya, Eritrea, Mauritius, Burundi, Zambia, and Uganda. 7 countries, proving that Africa isn't waiting for permission. Africa isn't asking for validation. Africa is building, and is building right now. By the time we are done with this story, you will see that the continent has a different eyes. Let's start with Rwanda. When you land in Kigali, the first thing you feel is the order, the intention, and the purpose. This is a country that has refused to stay broken. It has clean streets, calm roads, plastic bags are history. Drones deliver blood. A government that plans in decades, not election cycles. And the youth, they are innovative, bold, and hungry. If you are proud of Rwanda's rise, drop a love in the comment section. And let's see something. Rwanda is the Africa they should be studying. But let's move. Welcome to Kenya, the electric heartbeat of East Africa. That's how I define it. If Rwanda is disciplined, then Kenya is energy, is raw, is loud, is creative. In fact, creative energy. Nairobi doesn't just move fast, it sprints. Kenya didn't wait for Silicon Valley. It built its own M-Pesa. In fact, it changed global finance before the world realized what mobile money could do. And today, Kenya is the playground for coders, entrepreneurs, and digital storytellers. If you're watching this from Kenya, type Team 254 and let's represent Kenya together. Now let's slow down and go somewhere the media rarely shows. Eritrea. Eritrea is quiet, is reserved, and often misunderstood. But what people don't know is Eritrea has some of the lowest corruption levels in Africa. A strong culture of discipline and identity built on self-reliance. You may not agree with everything about their politics, but results don't lie. Order, stability, and intention. Eritrea is the reminder that not every African success comes wrapped in noise. And if you are still with me now, you are part of the 1% who care about the truth. Hit that follow so you don't miss the next story. You know where our next stop is? Mauritius. That tiny island that thinks like a giant. Tourism, finance, diversity, harmony. Mauritius didn't just try to copy anyone. It simply chose to be smart, peaceful, organized, strategic. Mauritius stands strong as one of Africa's most stable economies. If Mauritius inspires you, type island power below and let's talk about this. Let's shift to Burundi. Africa's rising underdog, that's how I call it. So that's a nation that carries scars, yes, but also carries strength. Development here is quiet but real. Roads, agriculture, stability, community are rebuilding. Some nations rise slowly, but rise all the same. If you love rooting for the underdog, say Burundi rising in the comment section. Now glide with me to Zambia, the calm giant of Southern Africa. Zambia doesn't make noise, but it moves with purpose. It's peaceful. In fact, it has a very peaceful transition of power. Economic reforms, green energy, mining, modernization. In fact, Zambia grows steadily, consistently, and maturely. If you are Zambian, jump in the comment section and tell me which part of Zambia you are watching this from. And finally, Uganda, a land where creativity breathes from the soil. From music to agriculture to digital innovation, Uganda is powered by its youth. It's loud, it's vibrant, and unstoppable. Uganda feels like a nation that refuses to shrink. If you believe Uganda or Uganda's best days are ahead, please drop a fire in the comment section. Now, 7 countries, 7 stories, 7 different reflections of one undeniable truth. Africa is not the Africa of outdated headlines. Africa is not defined by the loudest cries or the oldest stereotypes. Africa is a continent in motion, building, rising, shifting, evolving, and the wildest part, this transformation is happening quietly, without permission, without applause, without waiting, because Africa themselves are driving it. The youth, the dreamers, the builders, and the believers. Answer this in the comment section. Which African country do you think is rewriting its story the fastest, and why? Your comment might teach someone something new. And if you love conversations like this, stick around, hit follow, share this with someone who still thinks Africa is only what the news shows. Let's rewrite the narrative together, because whether the world is ready or not, Africa is choosing to be seen, and it's time. Africa is rising on its own. My name is Letitia Ediri, and here we tell stories unfiltered, uncensored, and unapologetic. See you in my next video.